5 improvements VAR can learn from other sports. The video assistant referee system continues to cause dissatisfaction in the Premier League, with no signs of improvement. The recent weeks witnessed controversial decisions, prompting Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta to label the process a disgrace.
It's an absolute disgrace.
Arsenal further expressed their criticisms in a public statement, and a dispute occurred during Liverpool's Europa League tie at Toulouse.
I'm not even sure the ball touched the hand at all. But
on Professional Game Match Officials Limited, the organisation overseeing refereeing at the elite level in England. While football is not the only sport utilising video technology for decision-making, this video explores what other sports can teach the Premier League about using VAR more efficiently and with less controversy. Tennis. Automated decisions. First, let's delve into the automated decision-making process in tennis. For many years, North American sports have embraced instant replay challenge systems, adding a layer of drama. However, the pandemic prompted numerous tennis tournaments to abandon the challenge system in favour of fully automated line calling. This shift aimed to reduce the number of people and the potential transmission of germs at events. The rationale behind this change was simple. Why burden players with correcting officials while they concentrate on hitting a fast-moving tennis ball? The outcome has been remarkable. The move to automated line calling has put an end to players rudely berating officials for mistakes, reduced the time between points, and instilled confidence in a system of cameras and computers that provides accurate calls within tiny fractions of an inch. The shortcomings of the challenge system were evident at Wimbledon this year, when top players like Andy Murray and Bianca Andreescu failed to challenge calls that were incorrect on crucial, potentially match-deciding points. Television broadcasts displaying the correctness of close calls further highlighted the issue. Everyone quickly knew whether a ball was in or out, except for those who stood to benefit the most from that information. Starting in 2025, every men's ATP tournament will implement fully electronic line calling. Many tournaments in the Women's Tennis Association have already adopted this system, with more likely to follow in the future. Mark Ian, owner and operator of the City Open in Washington, D.C., emphasized that the key question is not whether it's 100% accurate, but whether it is better than a human. And according to him, it is undoubtedly superior. The broader lesson from tennis is that most sports possess the technology to determine in near real time whether a call is accurate or not on almost every play. As demonstrated in tennis, leveraging this information as frequently as possible yields numerous benefits. NFL, the challenge system. Now, let's explore the challenge system in the NFL. The replay review process in NFL games is a highly collaborative and team-oriented system. In 2022, the average duration of reviews conducted by NFL officials was 2 minutes and 19 seconds. These reviews are supported by replay officials based in New York at the NFL's Art McNally Game Day Central. During games, head coaches have the opportunity to use 2 challenges each. If they succeed in both challenges, they earn a third challenge. However, in the final 2 minutes of each half, all play reviews are initiated exclusively by the replay official. Challenges introduce an additional layer to a coach's responsibilities, demanding quick thinking and becoming a strategic tool in their own right. In the last 2 minutes of play, when coaches are prohibited from challenging, some may strategically call timeouts after a contentious play, hoping to provide the replay official with sufficient time to review the play and potentially initiate a challenge from above. On the downside, if coaches exhaust their timeouts in a challenge, they lose the ability to use those timeouts later in games to either halt the clock and regroup or to challenge plays. This dynamic adds to the overall drama of the game. The review process itself has become quite seamless. Once a challenge or play review is initiated, replay technicians at AMGC use technology to identify the optimal camera angles for the game referee to review in collaboration with replay officials. An instant replay field operator then brings a Microsoft Surface tablet to the referee, enabling them to review the play while consulting with the replay official stationed in New York. The final decision on the review, determining whether it should be overturned or if the on-field call should be upheld based on supporting evidence or inconclusive findings, is then announced by the referee. NHL. Learn from our mistakes. Next, let's consider the NHL as a potential source of insights for English football, particularly in the context of replay implementation. North American ice hockey serves as a notable example of what not to do. Firstly, it's crucial not to promote the idea of just get it right if there's uncertainty about achieving accuracy. Few things are more frustrating than enduring a lengthy review only to receive a verdict that remains disagreeable. This frustration is amplified when dealing with subjective elements, such as the NHL's goalie interference reviews, which continue to bewilder many fans. Additionally, clear communication is essential. Always articulate what will be reviewed and why, followed by a detailed explanation of the ruling. Unfortunately, the NHL often lacks this level of detail, leaving fans and broadcasters in the dark about the specifics of the review. Most importantly, one must carefully consider the unintended consequences. In the NHL, replay review was introduced for offside calls with the intention of correcting obvious errors. However, this led to years of calls being overturned based on millimeters, addressing plays that previously went unnoticed and uncomplained about. Teams now dedicate resources to monitoring game broadcasts, searching for any detail that could overturn a goal, even if it went unnoticed in real time. Rugby union. Clearer communication. Similar to football, rugby union involves split-second decisions and high levels of physical force, with each challenge presenting its own unique complexities. Despite this, video referees in rugby have been more widely accepted, even in instances where controversial new laws are introduced or when crucial decisions are made in the sport's major events. In the recent World Cup final, both New Zealand's Sam Cane and South Africa's Siya Kolisi received cards for high tackles to the head. Cane received a red card, marking the first time a player was sent off in a Rugby World Cup final, while Kolisi got a yellow card and spent 10 minutes in the sin bin. Surprisingly, the debate after the game didn't overshadow South Africa's 12-11 victory. The key reason for this was clarity. Viewers understood the rationale behind the officials' decisions. In rugby, a comprehensive framework guides every major decision. For high tackles, referees consider the force, impact location, and the tackler's intent to dip. The live broadcast of the on-pitch referee's conversation with the assistant referee explained that despite both tackles being high-force shots to the head, Kolisi's tackle had mitigating factors. He had dipped at the knees, while Cane remained upright throughout. Similar frameworks exist for tackles in the air, correcting touching down the ball over the try line and defining a forward pass. It's conceivable that comparable frameworks could be implemented in football, with officials systematically working through the decision-making process and broadcasting live to enhance clarity and accountability. Cricket. Umpire's call. Finally, let's look at cricket's version of VARs, known as the Decision Review System, which primarily operates on a referral basis. When a team disagrees with a decision, they can refer it to an off-field umpire who reviews the incident using various technologies to determine the accuracy of the on-field umpire's decision. Embedded in the DRS is the concept of umpire's call. Essentially, if a decision is extremely close, it is not overturned, but remains with the on-field decision. Football already has a similar system with its VARs, where if there is no conclusive evidence for a decision reversal, it is not changed. However, a key distinction is that many football decisions rely on the referee's judgment, unlike in cricket, where there is often a measurable binary factor, such as whether the ball is hitting the stumps or not. This distinction is particularly relevant in offside calls, which are largely binary in nature. For instance, there could be more tolerance for extremely close offsides, with a predetermined decision not to change whatever the on-field officials ruled. This approach might empower assistant referees more, reducing the perception that the game is being excessively re-refereed. However, the challenge lies in determining the appropriate level of tolerance, whether it's 6 inches, half a yard, or another measure. This introduces an element of arbitrariness to a system that is otherwise meant to provide clarity. The question arises, would this adjustment enhance the system or simply add more confusion? Some might argue that you might as well just get rid of VARs entirely. What do you think? Share your opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Additionally, if you're intrigued by our compilation highlighting the 10 greatest defensive midfielders of the 21st century, click here to check out our latest video. Thank you for watching.